Hey, what up, Long Beach? Welcome back to the 562.org. It's Mike, and this high school baseball video is brought to you by the fine folks at Naples Rib Company. All of our Long Beach Poly coverage this year is sponsored by Juju Smith-Schuster and the Juju Foundation, as well as Jayon Brown and Playfair Sports Management, and of course, all of our Lakewood coverage this year sponsored by JP Crawford. All right, thanks to all our sponsors. We are at Spud O'Neill Field. Hey, there's Spud O'Neill himself. The Lancers welcoming Curtis Thompson, interim Poly coach, and the Rabbits. They're hot, still undefeated in the Moore League, trying to keep it loose here at Lakewood and keep their great start to the season rolling. They've been jumping on people early, no exception today. Lucas Scott is going to open things up with a hit, and then his buddy Max Pemberton is going to follow up and do exactly the same thing. So that's going to put runners on the corners with just one out here in the top of the first. Poly has gotten a quick early lead in all of their Big Moore League wins so far this season. And an RBI grounder from Castaneda will score Scott to make it 1-0. Kind of just as fans are still getting settled in. I mean, we don't have a peanut man here, but if we did, he wouldn't even be making his rounds yet. That's how quick Poly gets out to a 1-0 lead. They would make it 2-0 as Jay Simon has really been showing the power over the last couple of weeks. Blasts one into left, coming all the way around to third. That's going to drive in Pemberton and make it 2-0 Poly. Dugout was electric and really celebrating each one of these runs. Rabbits remaining hot. Lakewood wants to apply pressure to Lucas Scott, who is pitching for the Jackrabbits. Mason Yorba is going to single. That ball bounces over the third baseman. And then Austin McDaniel, with this knock right down the line, is going to put two in scoring position with just one out in the bottom of the first inning. Poly defense and pitching has been great in the Moore League so far this year. Lakewood trying to mix things up, but Lucas Scott gets the strikeout looking and likes it. Feeling good about that. That's out number 2 here in the bottom of the first. And then this is Scott's game on the mound. He pitches to a lot of weak contact, relies on his defense, and that's exactly what happens here. He gets out of the jam. Lakewood leaves 2 in scoring position in the first inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Runners on once again. Brandon Luna up. Scott is going to get him to roll over to Ritzy, and he gets out of another jam. This has been Poly's game this season. They are not just blowing guys away at the plate. It's making plays in the field. Here's a play in the field for Lakewood. Angel Jacobo in left absolutely robs Holder. Says, hold this, what a catch. This guy is on the team after an open tryout. Had not played baseball. He'd been away from the game for 2 years. And you love a story like that. Said he missed playing baseball, and you know he missed making plays like that. Incredible catch in left field from Jacobo. Poly right back at it in the bottom of the fifth. Marcus O'Keefe is going to hit one into left, and he will end up on second. Jackrabbits up 2-0, but wanting a little bit more room than that. Nate Berriman is going to get a bunt down. Relief pitcher Dizon is trying to go to the third with it. Doesn't get there. That's going to be runners at the corners with no outs. Opportunistic Jackrabbits, Lucas Scott up, and just seems to make good things happen for his team. A hard hit ball to second. It's flipped to the shortstop, but there was not a runner on first. So they come home with it, but O'Keefe is going to beat it there. Not able to haul the ball in, and then Pemberton right back at him. Great play to get it in the glove, but cannot make the throw over there. Another run will score to make it 4-0 Jackrabbits in the fifth inning. Lancers would end up getting out of it, and the half inning ends with the bases still loaded for the Jackrabbits. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 2 leadoff singles for the Lancers, and they were threatening, but it's a fly out, and then it's going to be a grounder. And Scotty, old chap, you're pitching another gem. Lucas Scott, 5 innings scoreless, leaves the mound with a 4-0 lead. Again, this has very much been the blueprint for the Jackrabbits this season. Jacob Mason coming in to try and finish this one off for Poly. The interesting to see how they manage these arms with 2 big games this week, thanks to the rain reschedules. After a leadoff single in the 6th, Scott is going to get a double play at short, moving off the mound back to his natural position at shortstop, and we are going to go to the 7th inning, still 4-0 Jackrabbits. But Lakewood going to make it interesting here at home. Jordan Malaulu at third fields it cleanly, but the ump says the ball is not in the glove as the runner hits the base, and that is going to be 2 on for Lakewood with just 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. McDaniel is going to wear that one, and now it's bases loaded with just 1 out to set up kind of a wild moment. Matt Maines hit by the ball. Everybody heard it, hit him pretty hard. Ump says he leaned into the zone to wear that one. Obviously, Spud doesn't like that call. No manager in baseball history has liked that call on his player. But Ump said he leaned in. Maines says he didn't. Draws a line in the sand. Ump obviously, understandably, does not like that and says you can take the rest of the day off. A little bit of discussion as to whether that counts as an out or just gets replaced. It will indeed be the bases still loaded as they insert Irwin to take over for Maines. But with the strikeout, Polly just 1 out away from getting out of it. Mason is going to get the pop-up. Pemberton hauls it in, and winner, hot rabbit for dinner. The boys are hot. Jackrabbits staying on top of the Moore League still have yet to lose a league game. They will play Cabrillo on Tuesday, then face Milliken at Blair on Thursday to start the second round of league play. Lakewood, a big game coming up on Thursday at Blair against Wilson as they try and stay in the hunt. For coverage of all those games and the rest of this awesome high school baseball season in Long Beach, you got to keep it right here at the 562.